Hey, it's Coach Ben from Athlete Mental Coaching. And if you're a parent watching this video, today I'm going to show you why it's bad if your child is always the best player on their team. All right. I'm going to try to keep this short, simple, and concise. All right. I think if you have a pen and piece of paper, this is really going to help you out. So over the past 10 to 13 years, I've talked to thousands of parents over the phone. These are parents. A lot of them will tell me how great their child is, how many goals they score, how they're unstoppable, how, they're always the best player on the team that they play on, or they're always the best player in the league that they're in. And the reason why this is bad is because if they're always the top player in the league that they're in, then they're not being challenged, all right? That's just, to me, it's just straight up. They're not being challenged, and we need to move them to a league that's going to better challenge them, all right? And this happened 7 years ago. There was a boy that I was working with, very talented, probably one of the most talented 10 or 11-year-olds that I've ever trained. And I remember the first couple sessions that I was working with him, and again, this was like private training. I could see that, okay, he needs to be playing at a higher level, because I knew the team that he was on and I knew the league that he was in. And I remember the first couple of conversations I had with his parents. They were telling me, like, yeah, he's scoring 3 or 4 goals a game, doing really well, progressing really nicely. And when I started working with him, I realized, I was like, you know what? Like, I would be doing them a disservice if I told them to stay in this league that they're in. And the thing that's going to push him outside his comfort zone is he needs to be around kids that are better than him. Otherwise, he's just going to fall off and just be like all of the other kids that he's playing with. And that's the thing that happens ultimately. Players will always play down to the level that they're at, or they will play up to the level that they're playing against, right? And once I got that family to switch teams, he went from being the best player on his team, scoring multiple goals a game, to playing on a team where he was fighting for minutes. Like, he was coming off the bench. And after one full season, right, he started to start on his team. And after a full year, all right, he was one of the top, I would say, 5 or 6 players on his team. But I would go out and watch some of his practices, and I was like, man, these kids are really pushing him to get better. And that is a very different environment than he would have been if he would have stayed in his comfort zone, scoring 3 or 4 goals per game, playing on the team that he was on, playing in the league that he was in. That just wasn't going to cut it later on, right? He wasn't going to develop and really progress in soccer if he would have stayed on that team, right? So why am I telling this? Well, I'm telling this because if you're a parent watching this and your child is always the best player, they're going to peak, right? They're going to peak, and then they're going to start playing down at the level that they're at. And if you want them to get the most out of the sport, they need to be around kids that are better than them. They need to be challenged. They need to be pushed outside their comfort zone. That's it for today's video. I hope this helps. And, if you're a parent watching this and you know that your child needs to get on a better team and really push themselves, all right, that's going to be the thing that's going to get them to the next level. All right, that's it. Catch you later.